This podcast is sponsored by Squat, the hilarious new adult animated sitcom set in a quirky Boston fitness center. Tune in to see if Scott can keep the gym afloat amidst chaos and comedy. Streaming now on YouTube at squatspotfitness.com.
Conventions inspired by adult cartoons. The wild world of adult animation celebrations. Explore the quirky, hilarious world of conventions inspired by adult cartoons and discover why fans of adult animation series can't get enough of these unique events. Adult cartoons and the wild world of conventions. Okay, so picture this. You're walking into a convention hall, and instead of rows of superheroes and wizards, you've got a sea of people decked out as characters from adult cartoons. Yes, folks, I'm talking about conventions inspired by adult animation series. If you think adult animated TV shows are just something you binge watch in your pajamas when no one's around, think again. These bad boys have carved out their own niche in the world of fan conventions, and honestly, it's a whole vibe. You might be wondering, what makes an adult cartoon convention so different? Well, first off, the humor is then a little more questionable. We're not just talking about innocent, I'm a cute talking sponge kind of stuff. These are adult humor cartoons, so yes, expect a few inappropriate punchlines tossed around the merch stalls. But that's part of the charm. People bond over the shared love of clever, snarky, sometimes painfully relatable satire. And honestly, it's about time these cartoons got their own spotlight. Now, these conventions aren't your typical comic book superhero shindigs. Sure, you'll have the usual cosplay action, but with a twist. Imagine seeing someone dressed as a ridiculously outlandish version of your favorite character from a best adult cartoons list like Rick and Morty, BoJack Horseman, or even quirky stuff like Squat Sitcom. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Squat Sitcom, do yourself a favor and watch it now. It's an adult cartoon series with all the right ingredients: humor, heart, and maybe a few "did they really just say that" moments. Plus, you can join the fun at Squat Spot Fitness, where the cartoon meets the real world in the most unexpected ways. Why these conventions are a must visit. The quirky merch. Forget your standard superhero capes. These conventions sell the weirdest, funniest gear. You want a mug with an irreverent adult animated TV show quote that doubles as a conversation starter? You got it. Panels that speak your language. Ever wanted to hear the voice actor from an adult cartoon series get asked, "So, what's your favorite inappropriate line you've ever recorded?" You'll find that here, along with behind-the-scenes gossip that would never make it to mainstream Comic Cons. The vibe. It's casual and hilarious. Everyone's there because they either love the razor-sharp wit, the off-color jokes, or just appreciate how these shows make you both laugh and think, sometimes simultaneously. Unexpected fitness crossover. Here's a fun fact. A few conventions actually feature mock workouts inspired by shows like Squat Sitcom. Because hey, if watching your favorite adult cartoon series encourages you to squat right alongside them, that's a win-win. Adult cartoons. Why they deserve their own convention. Now, I get it. Adult animated TV shows have been creeping their way into pop culture mainstream for years. From South Park dropping bombs on every possible social topic to Archer making spy games ridiculously hilarious, there's something irresistible about shows that don't dumb down their humor. These adult cartoons tackle anything from politics to philosophy, all wrapped in tongue-in-cheek comedy that somehow sticks. And because these shows attract a fan base that's smart and occasionally a little twisted, conventions inspired by them feel like a gathering of kindred spirits. You get all sorts, from the hardcore nostalgia heads who watched the Venture Brothers before anyone else, to the newbies obsessed with the latest season of Big Mouth. The fascinating part? These conventions often feel more like a community retreat than just a fan event. People come dressed as their favorite morally ambiguous characters, dive headfirst into adult humor cartoons discussions, and swap life advice that's somehow sprinkled with quotes from their favorite episodes. It's like a support group with better jokes. Funny moments and surprises at adult cartoon cons. Oh man, you haven't lived until you've seen a panel where a voice actor accidentally drops a swear word on live mic and then has to stammer their way through an apology while the crowd loses it laughing. Or that time, someone dressed as a character from a pretty edgy adult cartoon series tried to lead a conga line, spontaneous comedy gold. Plus, there's usually a few secret screenings of unreleased episodes or spin-offs that make everyone feel like they're in on a deliciously naughty secret. This is where the cult status of some shows truly shines, giving fans something to brag about until next season. Final thoughts, and a plea to check out Squat Sitcom. If you're an adult animation aficionado, conventions inspired by adult cartoons are a must for your calendar. They're quirky, unpredictable, and downright fun. Plus, beyond just celebrating the shows, it's one giant reminder that adult cartoons aren't just lowbrow entertainment. They're clever, creative, and sometimes cathartic expressions of the wild, weird adult experience. And if you want to see a fresh spin on adult animation, check out Squat Sitcom. It's a hilarious adult cartoon series that brilliantly mixes humor with some fitness flair. Watch Squat now and join the fun at Squat Spot Fitness, where your favorite animated antics meet real-world squats. It's like your TV screen told you to get moving without even yelling at you. Well, maybe just a little yelling.